Welcome back. Implementation. So this is about how to implement, which is very important. It could go good or very, very badly, and we've had it going both ways. So there's a few things I'll suggest. First of all, I'm going to read it. I'm going to say this twice now and at the end because this is very important. The first thing you need to look at is the onboarding email that we have in the document section. It's a Word doc. You can drag it down, change it, tweak it, but it's meant to inspire your members to want to use the app. Because if they have no reason why, then they're not going to use it besides you're telling them, and we don't want to get in that. So there's a couple of videos there. My wife speaks about what they're going to get out of it, and it has worked. And plus, it's the first email that comes from you, and it lets them know, hey, be on the lookout for an email from welcome at my Fit members. That'll have your username and password. So it kind of connects those two dots. All right. A few things that you can do. First and foremost, if you're going to bring it in, not implement into a challenge first. Let me say that right. What I would recommend is for you and your staff to play around with it. Maybe put in 1 or 2 clients. That way you guys can message back and forth, put their measurements in, go through the lessons, make sure your staff and you go through these lessons. The worst thing you want to happen is a client asks you a question inside the lessons and you go, I don't know that answer. So go through the lessons. In the doc section, you will see the answers to the lessons if you need those answers, just in case you miss one and can't figure out why. So that's in there too. All right, so after you guys have tested it for about a week or so, went through the lessons, then I would suggest starting slowly. Each trainer, each employee would get 5 to 10 clients per week and add each week. What you don't want to do is overwhelm the staff, and you don't want to overwhelm the clients, because if you're not handling it right, the client's going to have a bad experience, and you don't want the client to have a bad experience, okay? So take it slow, get people in a few at a time, make sure everything's working great, make sure you know how to read the reports. This program also is designed to help you save a lot of time by holding people accountable. Holding people accountable takes time, but it's well worth it. But I've streamlined that process. So making sure if you're a trainer and owner, if they're saying, hey, it's taking me too much time, they need to use the report section inside the dashboard. That will save them a lot of time. And there's a video that talks about how to read the reports and how to get it to do what you want it to do. Now, another way you could do is just start it with a challenge. You have a new group of people coming in. They don't know any different. They don't know what your systems are. And the cool thing about that, if you start a client off on the right foot, this is the program we use, this is the app we use, this is how we communicate back and forth, this is what's going to teach you nutrition, this is what's going to keep up with your measurements and your before and after pictures so you can show your friends. Making sure it's part of everything they do. And so if they come in through a challenge, it's easy then because they don't know. Everybody gets issued, they get the first starter email as part of the challenge. And then once they've read that or watched those videos, about a day later, you would go ahead and start putting them into the software. Now, right now, and it's what is today's date? It's mid-October or end of October. The way you have got to do it is if you want to keep all your challenge people in one place until they become members, and you can split them off to your employees. What you would do is actually create a dummy trainer called Challenge at mfm.com, okay? And then all the clients would be under that, and then you'd have one trainer admin that monitor the questions and checking the food pictures. For challenges, you can go in there and you'll be able to go in a client and turn off lessons if you want to, and turn off journaling if you want to, and just keep up with the stats. At that time, you're not teaching them, you're just basically telling them what to eat, and there's some docs in there for that. And then you can also, at the end, you can actually switch gears and say, okay, from this point forward, if you stay aboard with us, we're going to teach you nutrition, and we're going to assign you accountability coach. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, or you just give it to them across the board. That works too. Okay, so a challenge is a great way to bring it in. Also leverage that 21-day detox program in there. It has beginners and advanced, and it will get fast results. Okay, the big question, the last one but not least, is I get this question all the time: how do we pay our trainers for doing this? Any new trainers that come into your program, treat them like trainers instead of class instructors if you're a group exercise person. So what we do is a $200 bonus, and then let's say he loses 1 or 2 clients, and that may be 90% retention. He'll get 90% of $200. And this way you can really gauge in making sure your trainers are actually helping you in your business, because you can see everything they do. They have got to report in on a weekly basis on how their clients are doing. They've got to tell you how the clients are doing, which is unique. Anyway, so that's what I love about the program, because it actually leverages your team, and I could talk about that all day. So that's the implementation program. If you're struggling with implementation, please, please, please feel free to reach out and call us, contact us, set up a call. I am here to serve. I am here to help. So please call me. Almost done, getting close to the end. You're almost home runs. Hit to the next video, and you are so close.